Hi, my name is Zach Mothby. Um, this is my introduction video. Um, I live in Owen County, Kentucky. Um, it's in the northern Kentucky area. We're about an hour or so south of Cincinnati. Um, the time zone is Eastern Standard Time. So, uh, when do you tend to do your coursework and what time and why? I generally do mine in the evenings because I work during the day. Um, and it can get pretty late, and that's just I like to spend time with my wife when she gets home, and my dog, and we live on 5 acres, so I got a lot of work to do before the sun goes down. So it's just better for me to do it at night. Uh, as far as what I like best about the MSW program, um, I like that I can do it whenever I want to do it. I don't got to go to a, I don't have to go to a classroom or anything like that, which is good. Um, Describe what you like least in the program at this time. That's a difficult question. Um, I guess I like the least about it that you the assignments. I guess deadlines, but that's life, so that's not really something that you can really help. But I don't think anybody really likes being on a deadline, so I'll just go with that. Um, what do you know or think about social systems based on your previous experience is or courses? Well, most of the courses have been on social systems. Um, I've been really looking at my systems in life, and it's pretty interesting to see how they've helped me to develop and how they're still affecting me every day. Um, Social systems really make the person. Um, if there was still a debate between nature and nurture, which there isn't because we're influenced by both, I would definitely be a nurture guy. Um, what excites you about this course? Um, I'm enjoying all the courses so far. Learned a bunch of stuff, like I said, and I think about it with my own life. So I'm looking forward to incorporating it into my life, thinking about it, how it affects me, and things like that. What worries you about the course? Nothing. I don't worry about really anything. Just going to do the work and do the best you can. I mean, worrying's kind of a redundant thing to do. Uh, my wife's a worrier, so we're complete opposites there. She worries for me in the course. How about that? Ask a question. A question I guess I would have is I noticed that we have papers due pretty much every week, and you specified 500 words. Is that a hard thing? Can we go over that? It's difficult sometimes to stay within those confines, but I just like to know how flexible you are with that 500 word limit. So that would be my question. Now I'll describe a social system at each level that I participate in one way the two of these systems interact. Well, let's see. At a macro level, micro, I'm sorry, um, my wife and I are very close, very good friends, as long as being married, which is also an important thing. Um, but we really we interact well, we communicate well. It doesn't always seem that way, but at the end of the day, we understand each other. Um, so that's probably the most important relationship in my life at a micro level. Um, as far as a meso level, we do have a little dog. Come here, Henry. Come here, Henry. Uh, he's our he's our child right now. If he'll come over here, I could put him on here, but unfortunately, he's not obeying right now. That happens. Come here, dude. Come here. This is him. So this is our little child right now, but we also belong to another family system, obviously a bigger family network um, that we are very involved with. Uh, we're always interacting with our parents, and I have a sister, so that's a very good system. to live in, along with some grandparents who are still living, so we get to spend time with them as well. And on a macro level, um, I guess you could call me a Kentucky patriot. My wife and I, um, we both are in jobs where we participate in the Kentucky retirement system. Um, so we both kind of work in public service, and we really enjoy that. So that's our macro. That's my macro level. Now, how these two interact, I guess I kind of already explained that. My wife and I, in the micro level, both participate in public service, so that interacts, and we pay our money into a nice macro level program that also helps others in our state, the Kentucky retirement system. So that's something we enjoy. And finally, my favorite dessert. I'm a fat guy, you can tell that. I'm going to say my favorite dessert is another helping of meat and potatoes. Thank you all.